My life.
Call meeting order, give it the pledge of allegiance.
I had to call John.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And you started texting us.
Okay, this is a special meeting. We have one item on the agenda, additional appropriation, inmate housing, Perry County Jail, meals, the amount of $40,000. I think Alan's here.
Out of the inmate housing, I'm just asking for 40,000 to get us hopefully toward the end of the year for our meals for prisoners. And again, that's 40,000.
Anybody have any questions of Alan?
I have a couple.
You do?
So originally the request was 60,000 and then now it's 40. Is there a reason? for
Yeah,
that?
because I looked and see, I will get what they call misdemeanor money. It's at the cost, I will get for 13,628 that I will be asking. As soon as that comes in, I will probably be asking that on the next, at the next meeting. That will make up for some there, and then we'll see where we're at the end of the year.
Okay.
And the misdemeanor is from anybody that's sentenced, misdemeanors that are sentenced to the Perry County Sheriff's or Perry County Jail. I get, the county does get a check for there, but by state statute, they have to spend it on anything for the jail. And I was going to ask for that at a later time to make up for that, some of that.
Okay, so how, can you tell me how the 40,000 is calculated? Like how much does it cost to feed an inmate one day?
Oh, I got that.
Okay.
I got that right here. If you ask, I knew you might ask, well, I got that right here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. And I wish I brought my glasses, that would have cost a lot.
Would you give you mine, go blind.
Yeah. So as you look on here, we went by each month. If you look at January's, because at the end of December last year, we just get a little bit more. So that's why they'll show low. But if you look, that's what we've been asked for every month, all the way up to July so far. And that's the total of what we've used. Right now, we got meals down to about $1.31 a meal.
3 a day, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have to do that. Per inmate for 3 of those, it's $3.92. I hope that kind of explains what we pay out of there. I wanted to have that for you guys to show what we pay out of there for meals for prisoners.
So it's costing you in excess of $11,000 a month.
Yeah, you look at anything, cost have went up for food.
Yeah.
Seems
Drastically.
pretty cheap.
So that's because of some of the increase. The other is because of the population that we have right now. Is average is 90, and it's been that way for some time.
Yeah, the ones coming in aren't going anywhere real quick.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, like right now, we have 7 ready to go to prison. So as soon as that will relieve some, but we still keep getting them. And I don't see. I think I truly believe this is going to be the new norm when it comes to the number of inmates that we have in Perry County. And I hope it don't go up, but I'm afraid we will see it go up with the kinds of charges that the inmates have. They're not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you handling many inmates from other counties?
I can only do 2 right now. So I only have reason. That's the only I have room for right now. I'd like to have more because that could help what we're doing today, but I just can't with our staff as well as, people say, we got a 132 bed facility, but when we have the same staff today that we did back when we had 40, 50, and 60 inmates, it's a lot more burden on my staff.
it's, I mean, the overall cost, I mean, it's, the jail, furnishing of attorneys.
Everything's going up.
I mean, we're in a position where all we can do is pay for it.
I'd like to know who plans these meals, and is there certain?
We have a
criteria?
dietitian. Yes, we have a dietitian. There has to be so many calories, so many proteins, so many calories, all that kind of stuff is done by a dietitian. So I have to turn a dietitian into the state every year. And you guys just got our jail report, which on my end, I thought was excellent. I'm very proud of my staff, of the job that they're doing with what we have. So there was no negative on there. The jail inspector said that we have a very good jail here.
So as long as your average inmate stays around 90, it looks like you'll need approximately 48,334 just for that. So you're close with the
I'm close.
40,000. And it depends on the fluctuation
I hope.
of how many you have.
Yes.
So I have a question about, do you supply commissary food and drinks out of this meals fund, or
No,
does
that's
that
up to
only?
them. That's so an inmate
Okay.
comes in, they have a they can, if they have somebody from the outside
Mhm.
giving them money, that's their commissary.
Right, but you're not purchasing food and drinks to bring in to sell to them. That's that company that's doing it.
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to make sure we weren't supplying commissary with
No,
part of the meals
no.
fund.
No.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I appreciate you taking it out of the inmate housing fund. I think that's the appropriate place to get it from, since, it helps the bottom line. And
Yeah, it helps a lot. I just tell you that, I'll give you an example, some of the things I take out. You want to go ahead first, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt her? I don't want to interrupt you. Okay. You look at some of the things we pay out of the inmate housing, it does help the county quite a bit, I believe. Just for our cameras that we got, they're expensive. But I just got a grant to cover that for this year. And I believe I got another grant coming to cover it all of next year as well. So we always take that out of the inmate housing, so that will relieve that pressure a little bit on how we're going to pay for that every year. And I think it's great that we got these grants. We got one from the Community Foundation, as well as our prosecutor chipped in to pay for 2023.
When you talk cameras, you're talking about the
Body
body
cameras.
cameras that the
Yes, sir.
officers
Body
wear.
cameras. Mhm.
Did we budget some of that out in inmate housing this year?
Yes,
So we're
but
not
that's going to be
utilizing
released.
that.
Mhm.
You got it.
And I'm pretty
Do it
sure I got
right
to
now.
pay for next year too. I think.
So
Well, we're
who writes your grants?
We do.
I mean,
Yeah, the big ones, Eric and I, we don't have the time to write the big ones. I wish we did have a grant writer. I'd give anything. But a lot of times I've outsourced in the past. We got a grant for the new deputy years ago. And I did that through,
Tara.
yeah, Tara Damon.
Yeah.
Tara Damon. She did it for us and we were able to get it.
well, I know it takes a lot of time.
Yes, it does. I simply can't. And now we had to give them a lot of the information. It took a lot of our time, but nothing like the time that she had.
The grants for the body cam are pretty simple.
That's pretty simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that in 30 minutes.
Was
Well,
that
if
the
you did it
straight
and
out
Eric didn't, that
grant,
means it was easy.
or was it matching?
Do what?
If you did it and Eric didn't, that means it was easy.
Eric probably did most of it.
Was that a straight out grant, or was it a matching, or just?
No,
just
Uh-uh. If I ever have to have matching, I come to you all, but since
Yeah.
there's no match or anything like that, yeah. No, that was just a straight up, I asked for it and we were lucky to get it. The 10,000, like you said, the prosecutor's office kicked in some too.
The body cameras are very, very as important as the gun on the belt.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we approve it.
Motion by Keith. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Paul. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Uh,
Motion carries 7-0.
Thanks for all the information, that one.
Yeah. And again, if you guys have any questions on the jail report that I sent, please call me, come by. I like to talk about it. I was very proud of the staff that we have, that we got a good report.
You know, I reviewed the report and I thought it was,
Very good.
Okay. I think that is all we have on the agenda.
Motion made to adjourn.
Motion by
Second.
Paul, second by Keith to adjourn. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Thank you all for coming in the audience.
That's a good thing you got here when you did.
signed, don't we?